listen, a lot of your clients who got rates that you refinanced a year ago in the 2s and the 3s are going to stay there. However, they have a ton of untouched equity that they want to tap into. The way to do that is through second mortgages. I know they're not fun, I know they're not great, but they're effective and they will get you through this very lean winter. My friends over at Oaktree have fantastic seconds. You need to check these out because, again, they'll help you through the lean winter. All you have to do is click this banner right over there. So did you know that Qatar spent over $200 billion on stadiums for the World Cup and over 500 migrant workers died in the process? Isn't this wonderful? The question is it worth it?
Qatar has reportedly invested approximately $220 billion, debatably much more, to stage this mega event. It's a record that soars above the sums spent on previous editions that now appear ridiculously cheap. With virtually unbounded financial backing comes high expectations. And the show has provided some exceptional moments, but there are some things that money can't buy.
I don't know, maybe like something called human rights? How's that working out? But on to more important issues. The FHFA, the Federal Housing Financial Agency, on Tuesday announced that the baseline conforming loan limits for 2023 will be $726,200. It's an increase of 12.21% or $79,000 more compared to 2022. Now, here's my question. When we lose 20% in values on our homes due to the Fed's woodshed beatdown of our economy, will the FHFA actually decrease the loan limits? Because that would make more sense, wouldn't it? But more astutely, when we finally get inflation under control.
Oh, what was I laughing at now? Oh, yes, that
inflation getting under control.
Will prices come back down at, say, restaurants or grocery stores? My thinking is the new higher prices are simply here to stay, meaning getting inflation under control is about as realistic as ending homelessness, we've heard that one before, or honesty in government, or drinking in moderation.
Now, according to the nominal seasonally adjusted expanded data FHFA Home Price Index, house prices have increased 12.21% on average between the third quarters of 2021 and 2022. Therefore, the baseline CLL in 2023 will increase by the same percentage, says FHFA in the statement.
So there you have it, higher loan limits that people can't buy houses with. Moving on. Astoundingly and horrifyingly, we've raised the amount to nearly $1 million because as we sit here today, if you want to buy a house anywhere in the United States, your median income needs to be $107,000. Yeah, that includes Mississippi, Arkansas, and North Dakota. The median income for a family is $70,000 today, meaning the average family is an entire income short of being able to buy a house. Why is Chase spending $1 billion on buying rentals? Why is Blackstone spending $50 billion on rentals? Why has nearly every city in the country changed their permits away from single-family residences to rental units? Why? Well, here's the reason. Because our housing policies with the GSEs, HUD, and every other government entity has been nothing short of an utter failure. A monumental disaster on a scale that is so big that we can only find ourselves in this situation by design. Just take a step back right now and think about these numbers. The average family is over $30,000 short of making what they need to make in order to buy a house. This is unacceptable. Oh, and what that also tells me is that the average family is barely getting by, if they're getting by at all. The inequity in housing should be a national conversation, and our elected officials should be doing something about this, but they're not. What do we get instead?
Well, the IRS says its 87,000 new hires could help collect as much as $1 trillion. And isn't that exciting news for all of us? The FHFA has issued its latest foreclosure prevention, refinance, and federal property managers report covering the month of August 2022, which found that combined, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac completed 24,603 foreclosure prevention actions in August, bringing the total number of actions to 6,639,479 since the start of the conservatorships in September of 2008. Approximately 39% of these foreclosure prevention government actions have resulted in permanent loan modifications.
All right, yeah. That's good news, I guess. Maybe not. Here's the question. Honestly, is that good news? How upside down is the world right now? People who could afford homes but don't make their payments, who bought houses, well, we modified their loans, which is code for reducing their principal, much to the chagrin of the mortgage-backed security investors that are holding those notes who didn't know that this was going to happen. All the while, keeping with the housing policies that all but ensure aspiring responsible home buyers are firmly outside of the market. The irony is so thick here, my friends.
So it's easy to find fault. Hell, Brian's made a living at it. So why don't we try this for a month? Let's find the good. Let's look for the good in the world around us and the people in our lives. You'd really be surprised what a difference it can make to replace looking for faults with seeking out and recognizing the good things that people do for and around you. On that note, we will be starting a month of gratitude challenge in the month of January, and I really hope that you'll join us. More to come.